Drawing every Toon in Toontown corporate class, Part 7, Tutorial Edition. Someone requested I make a tutorial on how I draw Toons, so here I am. I'll try my best to explain, but I don't really have a set method, so it might not be very coherent. Welcome to my iPad. Please ignore my hands. I draw my Toons using Ibis Paint X, which is a free drawing app, but you can use whatever you like. First step is to get a reference image of your Toon. I had to go into the game to take this one. On a new layer, I'm going to start sketching our Toon. I always start with the head first. Toon heads are pretty round, so a big kind of circle shape is a good place to start. Then add on the muzzle/beak/snout. I find horses, gators, and ducks the hardest to draw because of the long shape of their faces. My strategy is just to keep drawing until I get a shape I'm satisfied with. Don't worry about making it pretty right now. This is only the sketch. We're going to clean it up and make it look nicer later. Just try to get the basic shapes you want in for now. One thing the speed paint does hide is the amount of times I use the undo button, haha. Now for the body. I like to give my Toons fun things to hold, but this is optional. Make another round, circle-ish shape for the torso. The exact shape will depend on your Toon's body type. The arms are kind of like bendy tubes with gloves on the end. I just draw Toon hands as if they're all wearing mittens, so I don't have to figure out fingers. Add the shape of the short slash skirt to the bottom of the torso. The legs are also tubes, and the feet are kind of squished semi-circle shapes. I will keep going back and editing parts of the Toon as I draw. If something doesn't look right, try pushing it around with the liquify tool until it does. It's very useful. When you're happy with the sketch, set the layer to 50% opacity and make a new layer above it. On the new layer, start outlining what you actually want to appear in the final drawing. Swap back to the time-lapse for this since it was hard to draw with just one hand. If you decide you're not happy with something in the sketch, you can change it in this phase. If you have parts that overlap each other, you should draw them on separate layers. Once you're done with the line work, it's time for color. Make a new layer under your line work and hide the sketch layer. I color-pick the colors from my reference image and then color with the fill tool and the brush. Try to always color on a layer under the line work of the object you're coloring. This will make coloring overlapping objects easier. I also like to change the background here, so when I'm coloring in white, I can see what I'm doing. There we go, all done. You could color the lines or add some shading at this point, but I don't usually do that to save time. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, and it was at least a little bit helpful. Haha.